This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Welcome, everyone. I'm recording this actually from the tunnel by the Kosel Hamaravi, as it's Erev Succos here in Yerushalayim, HaKodesh, and we learn the Refuah Shalema for Aaron Ben Yuta, for Shendel Shlema Bas Betya, for Chaya Rachel Etel Bas Shulamis, for Gittel Bas Golda Ita, Bela Bas Etke, the Refuah Shalema for Bela Chaya Bas Miriam. Also, the first share of the year is sponsored by Sharon anonymously. As we get ready for the Yom Tov of Sukkot, so we know that the Bach tells us that unlike other mitzvahs, the kavana when you sit under the sukkah to remember the Anonei HaKavod is important to fulfill the mitzvah, because it says in the pasuk Laman Yedun Dareseichem Ki Basukkos Hoshafti Es Bnei Yisrael, and we paskin that Sukkos is the Anonei HaKavod. That's why I see in a lot of Sukkos in Yerushalayim they drape the Sukkos with white, and that's L'Zeicha the Anonei HaKavod. Now, why do we commemorate the Anonei HaKavod? There were other miracles. There was the man. The man fell down. If we were tzaddikim, it fell right to our door wherever we traveled for 40 years. There was the Be'er Shel Miriam, which was a rock. It was a rock that gave more water than Niagara Falls, and it went 40 years around in the Midbar. But we don't make a zeicha for that. We don't make a zeicha for the man. We don't make a zeicha for the Be'er. We make a zeicha for the Anonei HaKavod. The Chidah asks the question. So the Chidah gives many answers. One answer the Chidah says is we don't have anything to commemorate man. We don't have anything like the bread of angels. We don't have anything like a rock that gives water. The Anonei HaKavod that protected us from the heat in the Midbar and from the cold in the night, that's what the Chinuch says, the freezing cold, that we have. You know, the schach protects us from the shemesh. It insulates us a little bit from the night cold. Others say that the reason why we commemorate the Anonei HaKavod is because it came without complaining. The Be'er came by Yeloinu El Moshe. They complained for water. The man, they complained for food. But the Anonei HaKavod, they never complained. And the Chidah says something that comes without complaining is worth to remember throughout the generations. You see, Sukkot is man simchoseinu, and the big simcha is when a person is satisfied. Sab'einu mituvecha. It's a big simcha. Izeu asher hasameach bechelkai. With severe, with satisfaction, there's simcha. So they never complained. That's a simcha. The Torah says that Yaakov Avinu lost many years of his life because he complained. Ma'at v'roam yemei shnei chaya. Now we wouldn't be able to criticize Yaakov Avinu if the Torah doesn't say it, but the Torah says it, right? We're supposed to be satisfied. But there's another reason why we make a big commemoration about Anonei HaKavod. In whose schut did the Anonei HaKavod come? The man came b'schut Moshe Rabbeinu. The Be'er Shel Miriam came b'schus Miriam. The Anonei HaKavod came in the schus of Aaron HaKohen. What was Aaron's specialty? You know, different tzaddikim have specialties. What was Aaron's specialty? So it says in Pirkei Avos, have a mitalmidav shel Aaron, ohev shalom v'rodev shalom. The specialty of Aaron was that he was a man of peace. When we want to have the tzelub de memnusa, when we want to have the schach protecting us throughout the year, we need to embrace peace. That's what it says. Ufros aleinu sukkos shlomecha. There's a linkage between sukkah, covering, protection, divine protection, and shalom. So if a person wants to have shalom in the house, they have to make sure not to scream. They have to work on not having the last word. They have to work on being nice and kind. These are the things that brings divine protection. That's a phrase Aleinu Sukkah Shlemechet. Now Chavetz Chaim always says, make sure in the sukkah you don't get angry. You're in the sukkah, you're under the Tzela de Memnusa. You know, why is it that the Ushpizin, we don't invite the Ushpizin on Pesach? Why don't we invite the Ushpizin on Rosh Hashanah? You see, the Ushpizin Kaddish, we can't invite them into our homes, where maybe we spoke Lashon Hara, where maybe we got angry at our wife or at our husband. In the sukkah, we create a holy place where there was no sin. And there we could invite the Ushpizin Kaddish. So here, surrounded by all the chashuva people that here on a busy Erev Yom Tov come to daven by the Kosel, so near the Shechina, so near, this is so near the Kodesh Kadoshim, the Devir Kachecha. I want to wish to Hashem that all of us should have a Chag Kosher v'Sameach, all of us should be healthy, all of us that don't put on tefillin on the whole Moyed, we should say to our tefillin goodbye for now, and we hope we should be gesund to wear you again after Yom Tov, and we should all have a Piska Tova. Piska Tova means that the seal that was sealed on Yom Kippur, Hashem should send out with the Malachim only the good things. That we should have no medical scares, we should have gesund, parnasa, nachas, and Briyat HaGuf and Briyat HaNeshama, Menuchas HaNefesh, and the Bias Gil Tzedek B'mhera B'yamein. Chanani ben Akash Amaratza Kadosh Baruch Hu L'Zakay says Yisrael Afik Chebelem Torah Mitzvah Shenemar Inoi Chafetz L'man Tzidka Yadol Torah V'Yadir.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.